ladies and gents, welcome back to the Beer for Beer Review channel. We are back for another review this evening. Tonight, jumping into a beer that I love drinking every year when it comes out. This is Stone's Xocoveza. Interesting story about this beer. I will try to link to it. It actually started from a home brewer, like a homebrew competition that they did. They love this guy's beer and they do this every year. This thing it's an imperial stout inspired by Mexican hot chocolate. Stout brew with cocoa, coffee, peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. This was bottled 10/24/17, so this is this year's vintage. My buddy Keith convinced me to age some of these, so I bought a 6-pack. Probably drink 2 or 3 this year and then age the other 3. So that's what I'm doing with them right now. I love the fact that Stone put the Certified Independent Craft Brewers Association logo on the back right there. This is the first bottle of theirs that I've had it. I noticed it was on the 6-pack logo too. This is what this one looks like. Like I said, I've had this beer before, but I have not had one this year. So into the glass we go. I think this thing clocks in at 8.1%. So barely on that imperial side, I guess. I think most people consider that 8 and up. So into the Hop City glass, which is where I bought this 6-pack. Pours out like thickness. A little bit of light coming through the pour though. Not as thick as 1050. Not as big either, so I wouldn't expect it. Got about 1/4 of a finger, half a finger maybe, of this off-white mocha head. Really tiny bubbles, kind of dissipating rather quickly. Super dark in the glass. A little bit of light coming through around the edges, but not much. Looks really pretty. This one's been sitting out probably 15 minutes, so we're pretty warm. That's what I would recommend with this one if you are not familiar with warming up beers. This is one of those that a lot of flavors come out as you warm it up. I know a lot of people like to drink these beers like over the course of the whole video, and they do a lot of jump cuts and stuff, and that's cool. That's just not the way I do it. I tend to let them warm up first and then do one continual shoot. So there are other people though that do it differently, and feel free to check those guys out too. Let's get a nose on this thing. So much chocolate, cinnamon, a little bit of that roasted pepper flavor coming off this thing. I mean, this beer seems to be so consistent year after year. Yeah, it kind of smells like spicy Mexican hot chocolate, which is their intent, right? And I think it's pretty much on point. Yeah, smells like Mexican chocolate. Really, really good nose. I enjoy it so much, you guys. I mean, I hope if the nose follows this year. It's such a hard beer to beat for the price point in a 6-pack. It's just so good. All right, let's get a taste of this year's. All right, mouthfeel. Medium to medium plus. I think it's going to fool you a little bit into thinking it's a medium plus because there's so much of the chocolate and the cinnamon and that dark bitter chocolate kind of lingering all over your mouth that it kind of convinces you that it's a bigger mouthfeel than it actually is, which is really cool in my opinion. There's a decent amount of char on this one. Like it's got that burnt, really dark, bitter chocolate taste on the back end. It just kind of lingers in your mouth. Not as much heat as I was expecting. I feel like there was more heat last year, but I have heard aging it longer allows some of the peppers to come to the front. And this seems to be dominated by chocolate and cinnamon and some of that nutmeg coming through. That some of the heat is there, but it's mainly like just in the back of your throat. Yeah, so good. A hint of dark roasted coffee on this thing too. Kind of complements all of that dark bitter chocolate with the upfront being that sweet milk chocolate. Just such a great brew. You guys, you know, don't pass on this one. I know a lot of us get caught up with chasing down that next big beer, you know, that's not on the shelf that I can't get my hands on. This is an exceptional beer that you can get your hands on. year in and year out, just like 1050 is. Don't pass on this one. It's on the shelf for now. Grab it while it's out there. Drink it. Sell her some of it. You'll love it. If you like big stouts with a lot of flavor, pick this one up. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share it around. Chasing those 200 subs. Until next time, y'all. Cheers.